So I thought to myself, maybe I could use one of these Benchmade tools. You know, with these, I know these have a high angle, you know, work angle already set. I thought maybe I could just take my chisula, slide through here from now on, and it'll straighten out the edge, because these are usually meant to repair an edge and get it back in line to one solid straight edge. And you know, this is supposed to be some compact sharpening system. But I thought before I test on my chisula, I better test it on something like that was already beat up and I didn't really care about. So here's my Sage 2. And remember from the last segment how beat up it was. And after all this, I'm going to show various clips of me doing all this testing and sharpening and stuff. But to sum it up, basically, what happened is it did make the bevel, secondary bevel, the cutting bevel, very, very short, not tall anymore. Narrow, basically. And you can see towards the tip, it's much more tall and wide, I guess you would say. Meaning this angle appears much more shallow. And this bevel here is basically almost gone. You can see it on both sides. It's basically, it almost looks like a flat ground, like a zero grind with just a very small micro bevel at the very end. And what happened? This thing completely dulled it, just completely ruined it. And now for knife sharpening people, and maybe someone will say, you know, hey, well, duh. But you see, if you thought, you know, what I was thinking, you know, not only I thought to myself, well, you know what, I can put this high working angle on my hollow ground blades, because, you know, I know they're pretty good slicers anyway, so who cares? But then I thought, you know what, if I'm stuck, and I don't have my kit with me, even as compact as this, I don't have my bag with me, I only have my keychain, then, or this is in my pocket or something on my car keys, then I can use this and survive with this, and this will get the job done. That's not true. What happened was I had tried to start running it, and as I ran through it, probably by like the 50th time running through, I had completely ruined the edge. And I wish then this would say that, you know, like this is only meant for minor, you know, going through once or twice to just kind of reestablish the edge or whatever, and then by the 50th time or something, it'll completely ruin your edge. But at that point, then I might as well just pack something like this, you know, because this can actually sharpen it properly. And so I feel like this, you know, is kind of a, you know, if you imagine, you know, now we're not talking for knife people, we're talking for the loved ones, you know, that you have as knife people, your family and friends, or your wife or kids, you know. If they have an emergency kit and you have a knife packed in their kit with a sharpening system like this, and you figure, hey, this should be easy for, your child to do, you know, your teenager to go and sharpen it, because they don't spend all day long doing it, for example, right? And then later on, when their knife keeps dulling, by like the 50th time they've run through this, and do they know not to run through it 50 times? You know, maybe they just, you know, they can't get it right, and next thing you know, they keep doing it until finally it's literally, your knife is dull, completely gone. And then they're stuck with just this. So that's what really the purpose of this video is. Because me and Mel were looking for compact methods of having a keychain on us that could sharpen our knives easily. You see, right? Nothing. Okay. So let's try this Benchmade thing and see what happens. You see how the bevel is right now? Again, pretty nasty. Okay. See. So what I'll do is let's see. I'll do right now 50 times to this thing. And then I'll go in increments of 10. Let's see if I got an edge right now. We'll see if I got an edge. Okay, getting there. Let's see. So, what kind of knives do I think I could do this method of sharpening on? I was thinking, well, you know, Obviously a blade without two grinds like this, or a Warncliffe, you know, perhaps just the main belly section of a Tonto. But I was really thinking for hollow grinds, because hollow grinds have that thin slicing actual blade profile, so the actual edge being a little blunt wouldn't really be so bad. So I was thinking this could be a good option for someone who carries hollow grinds. I mean, that's what I consider it, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry this on my keychain, and perhaps I'll just use this all the time to sharpen my Trizula. So, yeah, you can see a secondary bevel forming now. Let's see. Get some more magazine paper, huh? Now eventually, correct, this will change the entire edge angle. You know, it'll change the entire edge angle to what it is set on that Benchmade tool. But that might be good enough, you know? Let's see. I guess the purpose of this video is just to see what sharpening this way. You know, you can see these things have $10 Smith versions. This one's all made of metal, and you can rotate the edges, the carbide pieces around to make it last, and you know, basically kind of space it out, the usage. So I thought this was pretty cool. You know, I'm very interested in this thing. I was like, let's just test it. And I can see here as I keep doing this, there is now a new micro bevel forming. Let's see. It's different directions the hands go. Let's see. Let's try. I mean, if you look at that, ultimately that would be your angle of your edge. You know, that's not so bad. You know, I'm just really debating this. I'm thinking, you know, I'll pack my Falcon and DC3 stone in my bag, but I'll keep this one on my keychain. And since I am already trying to aim for a high angle, such as this, you know, basically a very obtuse, wide angle, then maybe I might as well just stick with this. I mean, heck, you don't have to ever worry about shifting your edge. You know, this will set your edge in line again. So I mean, and we're talking quick sharpening to get you an edge that will work outdoors or in a survival setting. You know, this should really do the job. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so as I do this more, it seems to be getting dull. See? Let's see. And you have a wide angle. You see? It starts to. It's just putting too much splitting pressure on it. But straight down, see, keep going. But if I was in this situation and this is all I had on me, I am curious what kind of edge I'd have with this knife. Now this is a full flat ground, so this isn't hollow. So we're talking, if I do this ultimately to a hollow ground blade, I'm curious what performance I'm going to get. So back to this magazine paper, you see? So it tears. I'm going to try to go an angle. In the end, this reflective bevel is going to be a different angle, a different width. It's going to look totally different. But I mean, if you have a blade that you're okay with, you know, and I think a hologram could handle that type of angle that this Benchmade would set, this little tool would set, I think it's a good survival option. I think I'm going to stick with this and give it a shot and use it a lot. Because I mean, I'm looking at it right now and I'm looking, you know, hey, that angle, you know, I'll do an update once, you know, this thing perhaps is worn out all the way, see what the actual angle is and how it looks on the knife. But regardless, that was kind of the purpose of this video. It was just kind of, you know, kind of to answer that question, kind of some food for thought. I hope it was helpful. Regardless, though, see, let's see, I can't catch it, right? So I've been going with this Benchmade sharpener for a while now, You can tell I've done it mainly to this area, and you can see the effect it's had on the blade. You can see right there the secondary bevel is very, very narrow right here. Of course, towards the tip, a little bit more, you know, basically of a shallow angle. You see? You see? A little dirty. You can see it's starting to create another micro bevel right there on the up in front too. But the most alarming development was this. So I do this slightly, right? You guys hear this, right? Okay, let's say I went like this a couple times. Okay. You seeing this? So, yeah. So, that shows basically that is complete failure on this piece. You know, so good to know now, especially for me, you know, since I was thinking I could use it in some kind of survival situation. If I did that, I would be totally screwed. And so therefore, that is definitely a bad product. And let's see, am I making any progress?